it up to Masood. You can just start looking it up. If you do find it, please don't let anybody see where you are on the map. I think I can tell you, if you're looking it up in the index, I think I can tell you it is it's square 7B on page 100, I think. Can you go to page 100 and take a look at 7B? I think I'm right. Go to page 100 for me. It's just below Harbour Yard, I think. Is that right?
Yes.
Have you got it? Is that it? 7B, page 100, yes? Yeah, excellent. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, I lied to you. I didn't really do this. I didn't really send out your invitations and then cross-reference you with the A to Z. That would be ridiculous and impractical. In fact, what I did was a lot simpler. I just learned all of that. I've learned the whole of the A to Z for Greater London. I'm not making that up. I've genuinely done this. It's taken me about 4 months to do this. I'm not 100% on all of it, but I will do my best for you. This sort of taps into when I was studying law at university, and I had to memorize huge chunks of legal information that I had no interest in at all. So I'm going to try and do this with a few more. So why don't you just give it a good throw, somebody. Just please, somebody catch it, because it's heavy. Anyway you like. Just throw it to somebody else. Nice and hard. Great. Perfect. Stand up for me. Stand up for me, sir. OK, what's your name?
Lee.
Lee, yes?
Lee.
OK, Lee, here's what I want you to do. I'm going to ask you, Lee, just to open the map up anywhere you like and go to a page. If possible, don't let anybody look over your shoulder. You don't think anyone's going to help me. But can you just tell me the page number that you're on, Lee?
132.
132?
Yeah.
132. OK, all right. Now, what I want you to do to find, I'm just trying to picture that in my mind. I want you to find, on page 132, something that dominates one square, because the idea is I'm going to get you to tell me a grid reference, and I'll try and tell you what's in that square. So please don't pick a square that got loads of tiny little roads in it, otherwise I won't know which one you're thinking of. But just, if you can find something like a playing field, or a building, or a clear road, or something that dominates one square. Have you got something?
Yeah.
OK, and then just tell me what the grid reference is, and I'll try and tell you what's in it.
4C.
4C, C for cat,
yeah.
Yes? OK, here's what I've got. I've got 132. The image I have in my mind for that is a ventriloquist doll. And 4C is for the sea. So he's got... it's water. Hang on. There's a lot of water, and it's something like... in my mind, I've got a snake in water. It's something, a boa, or I think it's a boa reservoir. It's a reservoir, something boa reservoir. What is it? What are you looking at?
Besborough Reservoir.
Besborough Reservoir, yes, that's great, thank you very much. All right, thank you. Let's try this again. Boa and borough mixed up in my mind. How frustrating. All right, OK. Why don't you? We'll throw it again. Just do this slightly differently. Anywhere you like, you can go over there if you like, or back over here. Don't mind. Give it a chuck. Anybody you like.
Mind you,
Lovely. Stand up for me. Right. What's your name, sir?
Bill.
Bill. Why don't you head down with the A to Z, Bill? Let's give Bill a hand. Down you come, Bill. Hello, Bill. I'd like you to come over to the mic for me. And there's a highlighter pen. I've just put that table there, and there's a highlighter pen there for you as well. Little tip, you want to take your coat off in the theatre, or else you won't feel the benefit. Here's what I want you to do. Actually, I won't even look. I want you to go to the index at the back of the map, all right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you, because basically what I've learned is the index and the grid references. I'm going to ask you to give me any road that you like on the... you're not one of our cabbies, are you?
Yeah.
You are? Excellent. That's great. That's great. You've got a sort of a cabbie thing about you. I want you to have a look at any road that you like in the index. But please, now you'll know, this is great because you'll know this. Don't pick a road that you know is very well known or huge, all right? Try and pick one that you think is pretty obscure. Ideally, you know, one that you wouldn't even know yourself. Have you got one?
Yep.
All right, into the mic. Just tell me what the road name is. Into the mic, please, so we can all hear.
Halkin Street.
Can you spell that for me?
H-A-L-K-I-N.
H-A-L-K-I-N. Halkin
Street.
OK, that's a good one. Can you pick up the highlighter pen there? I'd like you to highlight that for me, please, so you don't lose it, and just hang on to that for a minute. OK, let me just try this again. Can I just ask you just as quiet as possible for a second while I try and do this? Lee, I need you to keep facing the front. Please do not look back here. Keep facing the front, and don't let me look in the book either. If you want to hold that up to you a little bit, that's great. OK, let me try and do this. Okay, all right. Please just keep facing the front for me. Let me just give this a go. All right, you've highlighted the road. The road again was? Can you spell it?
Halkin Street.
Oh, spell that again for me?
Halkin, Halkin.
Halkin.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I've got this right. Okay, Halkin Street. Okay, here's what I want you to do. I want you to look for the moment, forget the grid reference, I want you to look at the page you're actually physically on in the map. And so if you look down at the bottom corner of the page in the index, there should be a page for it. I think it's the left corner, I think.
Yeah.
What is the page that you're on?
224.
224. Excellent. All right, hang on. Don't look behind you, Lee. Keep facing forward. All right, there are 5 columns. Please be right. There are 5 columns going from left to right. Which column are you in?
Third.
The third column. Save it till the end, save it till the end. All right, for the moment, ignore the one that you've highlighted, all right? Just ignore that for a minute. I want you to look at the grid reference above it in the index, okay?
Yeah.
Nice and clearly, please read out what it is.
3E84.
Yes, all right. And then, I want you to read out the one below it, below the one that you've highlighted. Okay, what's the one below the one you've highlighted?
Is 5D126.
5D126! Which means that Halkin Street, hang on, which means then that Halkin Street, the one that you've highlighted, is 2E84, is that right?
That's correct.
Yes! Excellent, thank you very much indeed, Lee. Thank you so much. Hang on to that, keep it as a souvenir. I want you to go back. Thank you, Lee, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, Lee. Excellent, thank you. So, where's Henrietta? Where are you, Henrietta? Excellent, stand up for me again. So, you chose this one.
Yep.
And you stuck with that one all the way through. You haven't changed your mind.
Yep.
You've been quite strong-minded about that. I'm going to ask you to come up and just make your final decision. Let's have another hand for Henrietta, please. As she comes up. Thank you so much indeed. I'll ask you to stand right there for me. OK. I'm going to give you a clue here before you make your final decision. All right? I wouldn't normally do this, of course. It's a special night tonight, so I'm going to give Henrietta a big clue. Here is your clue. You're wrong. It's in that one there. That is your clue.
Okay.
Now, I realise, of course, in me saying that, Henrietta's not going to believe me. You're not going to believe me. Why would I tell you it's in there when I'm trying not to make you win the cheque? I could probably guarantee that would make you just want to stick with that one even more. Of course, if you think about it, yeah? So you might think I'm saying this there just to catch you out, just to make you stick with that one. So if you think I'm trying to catch you out, catch me out, Henrietta, and go for that one. Yeah? Or if you think I'm just being honest with you, it's still there. Tell you what, before you make up your mind, open up the envelope I gave you, and I want you to read out nice and clearly, right from the very top, please, into the microphone, what it says.
So 3 brief points before you make up your mind. 1, I told the audience you would pick the envelope on the left, the one that now bears a cross. I then made you pick it. I told you I did this, but despite the fact that you knew this throughout the show, you'll still stick with it and not change your mind. 2, after you've read this out, I'll give you 3 seconds of silence to make your final decision. You still won't change your mind. To do so would seem like a sign of weakness.
Fair point, I think.
3, even though you've just read this, even though I told everyone, including you, which one I wanted you to pick, even though everyone knows you've been making the wrong decision, even though I'm telling you that I always make it happen this way, despite all these things, you are still going to refuse to change your mind.
Henrietta, if I could just genuinely take this opportunity to wish you the very best of luck. For £1,000, are you going to change to that one, or are you going to stick with that one over there? Here we go, 3 seconds of silence. I'm going to give you the 3 seconds. Look at me. 3. Into the mic, please. Which one do you want? Say clearly which one you want and point at it.
I'll take that one.
That one there. You're sticking with this one here?
Yep.
All right. Not the first time this has happened. Slightly excruciating it's happening tonight, but actually, congratulations. It's great that this happens sometimes, and you will know that it's real and so on. So, no, please do go and help yourself. I won't touch it. Just reach in, take it out. Do show them very clearly, please, as you take it out. Just pull it straight out the top and show them. Do show them clearly. I recommend a gold frame, by the way. It really brings out those chest feathers. Thank you so much. If you want to just reach in there, take out what was in the other one. Take it out for me. And then you hand that straight back, you thief. I'll send you back to your seat. Henrietta, back you go.